Head and take a look at some college basketball. Got some lines and personal leans for college today as well. And we're going to begin with Michigan State at Iowa. That's going to be a 7 o'clock tip-off in Iowa. Sparty open minus 5.5. Total open 156 and a hook. And since those markets opened this one up, we're actually seeing a steady and consistent fade of Michigan State in the early going here. They're now minus 4.5. Total remained at 156 and a hook. So once again, Michigan State open 5.5 down to 4.5. Total is 156 and a hook. 54% are leaning Michigan State, 60% shaded toward the under. And at the moment, the Hawkeyes are plus 180 for some money line cash. Now, if you like Iowa in an upset at home here, they have covered 5 out of their last 8 when catching the points. They're also 71% against the spread, taking on teams allowing less than 67 points per contest. This Iowa offense is scoring 85 points per contest at home. Now, when it comes to the scoring, Michigan State is 6-1 to the Michigan State is 6-1 to the under in their last 7. So 6 out of their last 7 did stay under the total. So with all that said and done, I'm going to purchase the half a point, buy it up. Take the Iowa Hawkeyes plus 5 in the under 156 in that one. Next game, Miami, Syracuse, 8 o'clock tip-off in New York State. Syracuse opened the betting as the 8.5-point favorite and the total at 138.5. And since those markets opened this one up, we're seeing movement downward on the total. We're also seeing movement. We're seeing a slight fade of Syracuse when it comes to the spread. The orange are minus 8, the total moving downward to 137 and a hook. So once again, Syracuse open 8.5 down to minus 8, total open 138.5 down to 137 and a hook. 64% are leaning Syracuse, and at the moment, Miami Hurricanes are plus 310 for some money line cash. Now, if you like Syracuse in this matchup here, I really can't blame you. I think you're in a pretty good spot. They're allowing just 58 points per contest at home. That ranks 12th in the NCAA. Syracuse is also 6-1 straight up in their last 7. 6-1 against the spread in that same category. And they also successfully covered the number in 4 out of their last 5 at home. Now, when it comes to scoring, Miami is 6-1 to the over in their last 7 away from home. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean toward the home dog. Little chalky here. Give me Syracuse minus 8 and the over 137.5 in that one. All right, next and final game. I'm sorry, I got to slide into the NC State game. Excuse me. Next game, NC State at Louisville, 8 o'clock tip-off at Louisville. I hate saying it like that. I know that's the right way to say it. Louisville. It just doesn't sound right. It sounds like a dog with like peanut butter on the roof of his mouth. But anyway, Louisville opened the betting minus 5.5. Total opened 155 and a hook. We're getting steady two-way action on this game. So right now we are at those original opening lines. So Louisville is still minus 5.5. Total still 155 and a hook. 57% are leaning Louisville. 73% shaded toward the over. And at the moment, the Wolfpack are plus 200 for some money line cash. Now, if you like the Cardinals of Louisville, they are pretty good in their past couple of games. And as a matter of fact, they're 4-1 straight up in their last 5. 10-1 straight up in their last 11 on their home court. Now, NC State on their side of things, well, they failed to cover in 3 out of their last 4. Markel Johnson is actually questionable for tonight's matchup as well. And when it comes to the scoring, NC State is 4-2 to the under in their last 6. So with all that said and done, I'm going to purchase the half a point, buy it down, and take Louisville minus 5 in the under 155.5 in that one. All right, next and final game for the show. We're going to the West Coast. It is going to be Arizona State at UCLA, 11 o'clock Eastern tip-off in California. The Bruins open -1, total open 154.5, and since those markets opened this one up, we're seeing steady money on UCLA. We're also seeing movement upward on the total as well. UCLA's -1.5 with the total moving upward to 156. So once again, the Bruins open 1, up to -1.5, total open 154 and a hook, up to 156. 55% are leaning Arizona State, 61% shaded toward the over. And at the moment, the Sun Devils are plus 105 for some money line cash. Now, if you like the Sun Devils on the road here, just keep in mind they're taking on a Bruins team who ranks third in offensive rebounding at home, really crashing those boards. UCLA is also 9-3 straight up at home, 7-1 against the spread in their last 8 at home, taking on the Sun Devils. So if you're into historical trends, Arizona State dropped 7 out of their last 8 against the spread at UCLA. Now, when it comes to the scoring, Arizona State's 8-4 to the under in their last dozen, 5-1 to the under in their last 6 on the road. So with all that said and done, I'm going to purchase the hook, buy it down, and take UCLA -1 and the under 156 in that one. All right, I did not have time